Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. This is the mission statement for the Divine Peace YouTube channel, really, as well as all other social media outlets that I'll be posting on under this handle. I'm Jeff Slaughter, as I've mentioned in the Tula Verde kind of intro video. I got a bachelor's degree in human biology, med school, graduated in 2018. Done 3.5 years out of the 4 of OBGYN residency until I'd be an independent practitioner, but left that environment to seek wellness and happiness through other avenues. Played some soccer at a reasonably high level in my younger, more formative years, and this is all about connecting with the body, and that's how I am going to be entering this space, and that's what the Divine Peace is going to be all about. And it's based off the core understanding that positive stress on the body leads to positive adaptation of the body and increasing physical fitness, which invariably improves your mental fitness, which is what we call happiness. And so that's what I'm trying to share, and that's what my goal is in all of this. So the mission statement is as follows: to promote happiness and end suffering through connecting with my body in positive physical stress. I'm a big believer in mission statements. I think they remind people that have a goal that not to lose focus and lose track of that in the process. And then for all those that are that I'm trying to affect, that they know what I'm all about, what I'm trying to be about, what I'm trying to stay about. I am aware of the level of responsibility that it kind of requires to be somebody who you invite into your space, your comfort zone, and sharing your views on how you should get happy. And so that's something that will always be at the forefront of my thoughts when I'm posting anything. I'm aware that the triggers that the trauma that people have experienced in their lives, whether it's regarding physical wellness or mental wellness or any of that. So just want everyone to know that I'm thinking about that when I'm thinking about you. And that, I'm just grateful that I can, have the platform to share my thoughts and to try to help people in this way. So, areas of content that I'm going to be touching on, posting about, talking about, in the area of body wellness. I'm entering this space through kind of like the athletic performance lens. I'm kind of showing my body revolution, my body transformation using this Tula Verde regimen that requires no weights, no money, no nothing, no diet, just connecting with your body. And so that's why I'm kind of starting here, but the implications for that, because really the basis of the entire regimen is increasing the strength of your fibrocartilage tissue, your tendons, your ligaments, your joints, and because of that, the applications for overuse and underuse injury and injury prevention are very pertinent. So that's why I'm entering through this space. I've gotten some feedback from people just based off the initial videos that I think people can feel a little maybe overwhelmed that that's the movements that I'm doing are too difficult, and yeah, I'd like to enter into absolutely, but like I said, I was a resident who hadn't exercised in like months up until I took this time off. So your body can do amazing things you have to have faith. And I hope that you trust me, because we'll have a variety of content related to like regressions and easier things to enter any of this stuff into, so that you can achieve what I'm currently achieving now. And then, really like I envision achieving kind of absurd physical performance that I've never dreamed I could do using this method. So it's all relative. Before leaving residency, I was accepted to Stanford for an addiction medicine fellowship, with the focus, addiction and pregnancy. I was going to learn a lot about chronic pain and trying to prevent chronic pain by treating addiction. And I also know about the ailments of pregnancy, and how painful that can be, whether that's just normal discomforts of pregnancy, as we call them, which is just due to joint laxity with all the progesterone that's circulating around your body. But I believe that this kind of regimen can help with that, and then all the way up to sciatica, things that like really immobilize women who are pregnant. And I think all this can help. And I aim to post content related to that too. Post-op pain, my thing going into addiction medicine was that I wanted to end narcotics at the time of surgery, because it's a huge entryway into addiction is post-operative pain management, and how we manage that at the moment. And I'm a firm believer that the vast majority of people don't need any narcotics after surgery. And I think my regimen that I'm working on can help with that, and I plan on posting content on that too. So I want to talk about this word called Ubuntu. It's a West African word for meaning where I end, we begin. And it's a state of mind. It can be a place. It's a utopia. I want to live in that place. I want to live in Ubuntu. So I live in it in my mind as much as I can, but I want to live in it physically too. And so when I say the divine peace of Ubuntu, that really means is Geoff of Oakland. Jeffrey is Germanic for the divine peace, and I believe that Oakland is Ubuntu. We just don't know it yet. And I'm going to be about Oakland until the day I die. I might have to leave a time or two to go seek education elsewhere, because education is priceless. I'm planning on going to grad school in the fall at Soka University down in Orange County. They have a master's degree in educational reform and societal change, because I want to fix how residency and medical training is done, education in the United States as well. And then there's a master's degree at UCSF Hastings that's health policy and law. So I can implement all this stuff at a larger scale. So I got to learn about that before I can, I can do the big heavy lifting. But that's the plan. So just want to give a couple shout outs to people. My mentors, I mentioned them in all these videos. Andre Jones, she's a pioneer in addiction and pregnancy. She introduced buprenorphine to the pregnancy community, and what that's done for people is priceless. So she's an absolute, she's a beast. She's what I want to be when I grow up. She's over at UNC Horizons as the executive director there. So I call her my Humanism Mentor. Dr. Amanda Williams over at Kaiser, my most recent residency program. She's my person in my corner through this whole thing. She's an amazing person. She's a best obstetrician I know. She's my women's health mentor. Shola Richards, so he's the founder and CEO of Go Together. I had the pleasure of getting a lecture from him and Devon Lee, the next person I'm going to mention, during a health policy elective that I had at Kaiser just a couple months ago. And, he's the one that introduced the term Ubuntu to me. And, thank you, Shola. It has changed my life. And, Devon Lee, Dr. Devon Lee. This is the most woke academician I know. He blew my mind a dozen times over in a 2-hour lecture that he did with Shola Richards on, race in America. I mean, he has ideas on just the depth of understanding of the social dysfunction in our society in America, as well as solutions to fix it that are on a level that I've never heard before. So thank you, Devon. I'm going to be along this ride with you all the way. And, I'm playing Miss Lauryn Hill in the background for a reason, because, she knows that, after winter always comes spring. And, 2022, we're going to flip this whole thing. I got a lot of things to say, and I get excited about all the things that I need to say that I want to share. This symbol is Sanskrit for breathe. And I got to remember to breathe. All will come true in time, but until then, you got to emotionally regulate. And so I got to breathe. And I'll leave y'all with this. This is the lotus flower, prized symbol in Buddhist philosophy, blooming from the murky waters of stagnant lakes and still rivers. And, it signifies that we all can bloom from the darkest, most terrible environments. So that's what we're going to be all about here at the Divine Peace. And we're going to start by talking about the body. Thanks for your time.